Hey everybody, welcome to our Facebook Live. We got about 5 minutes until showtime. This is what we call the pre-show show, all right? If you want to zip ahead, if you're watching the recorded version, you'll want to zip ahead maybe and miss the pre-show show. Go till you get to the 5-minute mark, which is actually 6 minutes after the hour. I'm joined by Goose, our fearless producer, and my fearless wife, Lisa, right here. And we got a fun 2 hours coming your way. Let me kind of give you the setup, what's happening. First off, if you are a first-time viewer, a first-time listener of the RV Show USA, we want to welcome you. Every week we spend 2 hours talking about the RV lifestyle. The show is live. There is no editing of any kind. We do not run commercials, and so Facebook does not allow us to run commercials. So during the commercial breaks, which will be there, you'll see us bantering, all right? And what happens is after the show is over, Goose will go ahead and repackage the show and then send it out on a satellite. The satellite goes up way up there. And we have station affiliates all over the country that pick up the RV Show USA, and we are most grateful for all of them and for all of you for watching and listening. If you have not subscribed to our free newsletter, we invite you to do so. We don't bombard you with a bunch of emails. We don't sell your information to anybody. And we do send you, if you'd like, a free travel guide if you RV in Texas, or if you think you're going to RV in Texas, absolutely free. Compliments of our friends at AGS Publications and Texas Campgrounds. Go to thervshowusa.com and click on subscribe. It'll take you a minute to subscribe. The last question is, would you like us to send you one of these? If the answer is yes, just give us your address. Bam, they'll get it out in the mail to you. All right, we got about 3 minutes. 3 minutes until showtime. This is a special night. Lisa is with me because we started running a contest a week ago right now. Lisa, why don't you tell everybody
Well,
about it?
we asked everybody to tell us where their favorite place to go camping or RVing and why. And so tonight we're going to draw a number. I've got my ping pong balls here, and we're going to draw a number, and it's going to correspond with a name. And we're going to announce the winner tonight, and the prize value is $400, so that's a nice prize.
Heck yeah. And so what's going to happen is at the bottom of this hour, Lisa's got a bunch of ping pong balls in here, and every one of them's got a number on it. We're going to match up a number with a name on the list of people that posted what's your favorite RV park and why, and somebody's going to win that prize. That's pretty cool. Hey, also, if you're not yet a member of one of our state RV camping group pages, we invite you to join our group page. You do need to be approved, if you will, but, we've got one for Texas and Florida, Missouri, and all over the country. We pretty much have a group in each state. If you have not yet joined our group page, join it. If you're a member of one of our group pages, invite your RVing family and friends to join us because we're trying to grow this thing, okay? Mm-hmm. All right, so what do we got? Oh, coming up, we got a great guest to kick us off. We've got actually a husband-wife couple. They're YouTube phenomenons. They're sensations. They're Nathan and Marissa Moss, and if you guys have never heard of them, they've got a YouTube channel called Less Junk, More Journey, and they are very, very special people. I promise you are going to love listening to their story. And then at the bottom of the hour, we're going to talk about, I know it's not even Halloween yet, we're going to talk about some Christmas gifts for the RVer, about a video that I just posted on Facebook with, do you know the height of your RV? I posted a video. It was,
boy.
A lot of people didn't know how tall their rig was on
wow.
this video, so you can watch it there on the Facebook page.
They need to know.
Yep. And then next hour, we're going to be talking about roofs and leaky roofs, and they may be a thing of the past for some people. And then we're going to end up out at Cachuma Lake in California. So we're about less than a minute to go. I got to get my headphones on. So maybe you can grab all the tennis balls, and Lisa's going to be back with us at the next commercial break.
I should speak to Marissa. Marissa is introduced from RV Show USA. How you doing? All right, so we got about 30 seconds left till the show starts. Alan's going to do a little intro and introduce you guys, and we'll have y'all on for 2 seconds. Take us to the bottom of the hour. All right, thank you, ma'am, for joining. We'll be with you here in just a little bit.
I'm having a problem with this computer, man. I can't not make the mouse go. Do we have, is the feed going all right?
So far.
Y'all watching it? Doing good? All right, 5 seconds, boys and girls. Here we go. Rock and roll.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV guy, and America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. If you enjoy travel, fun, and adventure, well, welcome aboard, everybody.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And we are in the home stretch of October. Can you believe it? Halloween is next week, and some of the best, least crowded, it's the best and least crowded time of the year to go RVing, I'm telling you. Hello again, everybody. I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy, and for the next 2 hours, we're going to be talking about what we believe is one of the best forms of family entertainment there is, and that is camping and RVing. So welcome again to the RV Show USA. If you are new to our show, we extend a special welcome and invitation for you to join us each and every week right here. Same time, same place. You can also join our Facebook Live of the show, which is also a lot of fun. On Facebook, in the search bar, up at the top of the page, just type in the 4 words, The RV Show USA. Real simple. Give us a like. Tell your friends about us, too. All right, we got a dynamo of an RVing couple on deck, and we're going to introduce you to them in just a second. But first, in hour number 2, we're going to talk about those dreaded roof leaks. Yeah, dreaded roof leaks on RVs and what some people think is the best way to prevent them from ever happening again. We're going to run out to Cachuma Lake over in Santa Barbara, California for our destination of the week. At the bottom of this hour, we have RV Nana on. Yeah. Is it too early to start talking about some Christmas ideas for the RVer? Heck no. All right, to start us off, we got by popular demand, one of those couples. Let me tell you something. This couple has that special spark, that magic in their relationship. And for more than 60,000 fans on YouTube, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And it is not just us that feel that magic and their love of RVing. Even, get this, even movie producers see their spark in these guys. Let's bring up our friends from the YouTube channel Less Junk, More Journey, Nathan and Marissa Moss. Hey, guys.
Hey. How you doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for being with us. So since the last time we spoke, it looks like y'all have seen the solar eclipse, and you decided to hang out in the Rocky Mountains for a while.
Yeah, it was, the Teton Mountains, we sort of circled up with some of our friends, and because you don't really want to experience that by yourself if you can help it. It was amazing.
I think we were shocked how much we really enjoyed it. It's just one of those things you don't know until you've experienced it, how awesome that is.
Did you spend most of your summer there? I guess the last half of the summer?
The Wyoming, Montana area, but mainly Wyoming. Yeah, there's a lot to do in Wyoming.
Well, your videos, Nathan and Marissa, they're just so beautiful. Tell me, I want to jump into some of them, but right now, tell me about Glacier National Park. That just looks so spectacular. Was it as nice in person or even better than the video?
It's better in video, but it's even better. We even had like a lot of smoke, and it still just took our breath away. So, I mean, if you can go and there's not smoke, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it'd be one of the most beautiful parks in the U.S. if you like, mountains, snow, and rivers. And I mean, who doesn't? It was amazing.
It's been on the top of our list for years, so it was amazing to finally get to see it in person.
What were you talking about when you said that you wanted to see something because it probably would not be around in 20 or 30 years? Let's talk about that for a second.
Yeah, of course, it's called Glacier National Park because it has glaciers, and I think in the last, they're down to about 15 to 20 glaciers is all that's left. They used to have 150 glaciers around maybe 100, 150 years ago. I'm sure none of that's exact, but
Wow.
Basically the glaciers are melted. They're melting fast, and we talked about by the time Hensley's our age, really good chance there won't even be glaciers there.
It's just nature changes so fast, and that's kind of our message, is just get out and do what you can while you can, because nature's changing and you're changing, and it's just spectacular to see.
And y'all do such a good job with that. Tell us about Less Junk, More Journey, your YouTube channel. What's the objective of that, and kind of how did it come about?
Well, I mean, of course, the name, as it implies, we started off with a house, about to have a kid, and we thought, well, we're having a kid, so we need to add on to the house, get a bigger vehicle. But then, I don't know, I saw a video online of a family actually in an Airstream at the time, and they were, traveling around with their kid and thought, wow, Marissa, would you be crazy enough, maybe we could actually downsize and have more time with our kid? So we went the opposite direction.
But you started a YouTube channel, and let me tell you something. I went and looked at some of your earlier videos. You have come quite a way, Nathan. I mean, your production values. I'm just saying you produce a very good, high-quality video. And who taught you, or were you self-taught?
I guess self-taught. I've always been pretty good at. I mean, I know what looks good, but I don't actually know how to get there. It just takes a while to get there sometimes. And so it was just trial and error. Yeah, I don't encourage people at all to go back and watch the first maybe 6 months of our videos. It was very, and us too, our personalities, and we're still getting used to the camera. And but yeah, it was just a lot of trial and error and watching people who are way better than me and trying to learn what worked and what didn't over time.
Well, I think
it.
Go ahead, Marissa.
I think, too, like, video was so important to us. Like Nathan said, we saw a video that kind of got us started doing this lifestyle, and that's kind of what triggered it was, what if we could be that for people? What if they could see our video and be inspired, and it could change their lives? So that was kind of the spark behind it as well.
Well, you have in my view, the right mix of scenery and music and talking and family and fun. It's all the stuff that we love as RVers. And Nathan, it probably doesn't hurt to have a beautiful wife and a spectacularly gorgeous little girl to help you.
They do. They're both out of my league, but somehow it worked out.
All right, so Marissa, I see that you also have a website and you do a blog, and you were talking about something. It seems like you are inspired by some of the things that you see. Tell us about Arches. When you went down to Arches, and you said that you learned about life by going to Arches National Park.
I think just this lifestyle, we've grown so much as people, and nature is really good about teaching you life lessons. And it was Arches kind of taught me the same thing that Glacier did about how nature's constantly changing. And what you see one day, you may not see in a few years, just because, the arches are so delicate and they're weathered. And so we kind of want to wait for that perfect opportunity to travel. And sometimes you just got to take that leap and go for it. And I just think that traveling and seeing these national parks has really just taught me that about life and kind of got us to jump over those fears a little bit.
I just love, and I think that I share the passion, your passion, and the passion of your followers. We love watching your videos because y'all get along so well, and you are so authentic, so genuine and honest about the way you tell the story. When you're at Glacier National Park and you got to go dump the black tank, you're waiting. You show it all, and you do it in a very classy, fun way to watch.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what rig you've got. We all dump our black tanks. I have seen a pre-boat. They said that it had some sort of robot thing or something. But pretty much we all, we all got to dump the black tanks together.
So tell us, how has your life changed as a married couple? How do you think it's changed? If you would have stayed in a sticks and bricks home versus now you're traveling the world, or at least the United States, with your little daughter and having such an adventurous life.
I think it's obviously grown our marriage. When you work a 9 to 5, or, as a nurse, I was working 12-hour shifts, it was just like we never got to see each other that much. It was kind of like in the weekends we're catching up and we're doing our chores and our yard work. And so with this lifestyle, like, we're a team, and we parent together and we run our business together, and we're together in 31 feet all the time. So, I mean, it's been really good, though. It's made us just come together and be that team effort. It's been awesome.
Nathan, I read one of your blogs about that it was like your first, I think it was one of your very first camping trips, RVing trips, where everything went wrong, and you were so honest in that blog, and you talked about that you were in tears about maybe making the wrong decision. Tell us about that real quickly.
Well, I think as a dad, or as a husband, or as, you're supposed to be making the right decisions for your family, and that was, even though she jokes sometimes I was crying about the money, but which it didn't help. It was about the money, But the bigger picture was, my kid was crying. Hensley at the time was, how old was she? 6 months?
6 weeks old.
6 weeks old.
Oh,
so
wow.
she wasn't, and she was crying in my arms. And I just felt like she was telling me, Daddy, why did you do this to us? Why did you do this to me?
Because we had broke down.
Everything had gone wrong.
We had broke down and stuff was busted, and it was a lot going on at the time. And
just as a dad, you want to do the best thing you can for your family. I thought, am I making a mistake by doing this? And that's why we didn't film our first 6 months, actually, for YouTube. We didn't film anything. I think we were just trying to stay above water, and figure out what was going on.
Neither one of us had ever even camped before, so we didn't have a clue what we were doing.
Oh my gosh! Hey, listen, guys, we gotta jump for a break. Can you hang on for the other side?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, folks, we got Nathan and Marissa Moss on. If you're on YouTube, check them out. It's Less Junk, More Journey. You're going to fall in love with these guys, I promise you. We're going to have them back in just a second and find out about them being cast in a full-length movie. I'm not kidding you. This is Alan Warren, the RV guy, and you're listening to The RV Show USA. I want to take a minute and do a little bragging on my friend. She's on her phone.
Well, she's watching the feed.
Well, we got a delay going on the feed.
Well, of course, there's this thing called buffering, and
Well, the buffering, because you never know who's going to say something. They got to be edited out, right?
well, no, it's just a
Sorry,
matter
Mother.
of things happen, man.
All right, so this is Lisa. If you haven't met Lisa, this is my... Scoot over this way, Lisa. Tell everybody hi.
Hi, everybody.
Turn volumes
Turn
down.
my
So in about 15 minutes, let's see, in about 13 minutes, we're going to have a drawing, and Lisa's going to pick the winner from one of these ping pong balls from... What do you got? All right, so we got a bag full of ping pong balls, and each number on the ball represents somebody that has submitted their favorite place to RV and camp. And they submitted it across our group pages, and we're going to pick one lucky winner. They're going to win a prize worth $400. All right, so we'd like to know where is it? What? Did I do something wrong?
No, it's a one. Was there one winner?
One winner, just one. All right, if you have not yet liked our Facebook page, please do it. And tell your friends about us. We do this Facebook Live every week for 2 hours. We talk with great people like Nathan and Marissa. We had the RV Geeks on last week. We're going to have them on next week.
Right. Got RV Nana coming up.
RV Nana's coming up. This is a show that is it is your show. It's not a corporate show. This is a small little business. It's made up of people that we love people. We love RVing. We actually own an RV park. We love the RV lifestyle and everything about it. I've got a background of 30-something years in television and radio, and so we took that knowledge of me being in TV and radio and put that into the RV Show USA. And so, welcome aboard. We appreciate you. We'd like you to subscribe to our newsletter. Promise you we will not sell your information to anybody. We won't bombard you with info. We do I have been doing these things called the RV Minute. You like them?
I love them.
Every day, Monday through Friday, we do a little thing, about a minute, a little over a minute long.
They're great tips.
Yeah, they are. They're pretty good. It just tips, advice, some commentary, if you will, as I say, to jumpstart your day and help you think about RVing all day long. So we'll send you a link to watch those RV Minutes Monday through Friday. And then on Wednesdays, we'll send you an invite, a reminder that we're doing the show, the Facebook Live. So anyway, thank you for being with us. We got Nathan and Marissa Moss on. They're on hold. We're going to come back. We're going to find out about they're going to, I hope they don't change. I mean, I don't think they will.
You hope fame doesn't change them?
I don't think fame is going to change these people.
Okay,
I mean,
very good.
No, they're great.
They really are.
So-
They're
They are
amazing.
great.
So we have some questions that show up on the Facebook feed. We got a little bit of time. One,
Yeah.
like on the Facebook feed, can they suggest a topic?
Yeah, absolutely.
We may not talk about it tonight. We may only talk about it during the breaks, but suggest a topic. We may use that topic on a future program.
We love that. Seriously, we want to hear from you. I've got several Facebook messages. I can't get to them today, but in a future show, we're probably going to dedicate maybe a whole hour to responding to what people had to say. We got people out in California.
That's a great idea.
And so if you have a comment, a question, a suggestion for a show guest, we want to hear from you. Okay?
Yeah, we do.
All right, so stay tuned, everybody. We got more with Nathan and Marissa from Let's Jump More Journey when we return as the RV Show USA rolls on.
All right, this is...
Water, keep the air clean. Take care of Texas, don't you know what I mean, y'all? Kevin Fowler here. Texans take great pride in keeping our air clean.
Visit TakeCareOfTexas.org and take the pledge to help keep it that way. We'll send you a free Texas State Park Guide. You gotta take care of Texas. It's the only one we got.
Sponsored by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, 21 minutes past the hour. We got Nathan and Marissa Moss from Less Junk, More Journey, which is the name of their website and extremely popular YouTube channel, on with us. While most folks have dreams and dream of doing things, Nathan and Marissa are actually living their dream as they travel around the country full-time in their home on wheels, and they share their adventures with the world on their YouTube channel. So, Marissa, tell us what it's like to have so many friends now. I mean, that I know you haven't had a chance to meet all of them, but you got 60,000 followers, and it seems like you know each one of them personally.
Well, that's been a goal of ours, is to really try to connect with our audience and be open and honest and just be there for them. And it's been really good, like you're saying, meeting new people as we travel. YouTube's just really opened that door to connect with people.
How do you think that has helped grow your success? I mean, to me, it's just the fundamental. You can't get more organic than Nathan and Marissa do.
It's part of it's our personality, too. I think different people have different personalities, but we've always, believe it or not, we're both pretty introverted, so we don't like gravitate toward large crowds and large groups of people, but for some reason when we're talking to a camera, we just picture talking to just one or two of our friends, and I think that's kind of been key, is just picturing it that way and trying to, even though may be a lot of people watching it, just viewing it on a smaller scale and getting to know people on a personal level, too.
It's like you're sitting in somebody's living room just visiting with them.
That's how we try to visualize it. I try not to think about it too much.
Yeah, I guess if you start thinking about it, it's kind of like being on live radio. A lot of people start freaking out because, oh my gosh, what if I say something wrong? Well, the good thing about live radio is it's live. The bad thing is it's live. It'll be over here in just a second. So we do have some people that have some questions. I want to run them past you that came over Facebook. But first, tell us about becoming cast members in a very cool movie project y'all are a part of.
Yeah, we're super pumped and honored. I think this is going to be a huge step for the RVing community, and the cast has some really great people in it, and they're just going to dig down deep and follow the RVing community around, so people can kind of get a closer look at what really happens.
So tell us about it. Do we have a name of the movie yet?
RV Nomads.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And so have you begun production, or what's the format going to be?
Right now, we're just in the beginning process, kind of getting the word out there and the bearings together. It's going to start filming next year. There's going to be a big group of us. We're going to try to get together and do a lot of the families at the same time. But so that's going to be a cool event. And then what's really neat is that's going to be next summer. And then it's going to premiere in October, and they're doing the premiere in Texas at this really cool, like old, what's the word?
Vintage?
Like a vintagey theater, and they're making a whole weekend out of it. So it's going to be like a lot of people getting together, and they're going to premiere the movie. So we're super excited about it. I think they're doing a great job.
You know, can you even believe it? I mean, 10 years ago, if somebody would have said they're going to be making a full-length movie about the RV lifestyle, you'd probably say you're crazy. And now it's just the thing. It's the cool thing for people to do.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've decided to kind of put this on the big screen. I think it's going to be a lot of information and a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to it.
Heck yeah. Hey, folks, we've got Nathan and Marissa Moss on the line with us. They are from Less Junk, More Journey, and they are traveling the country. I got it there, Goose. They are traveling the country in their Airstream trailer, and living the RV lifestyle and enjoying every minute of it. Guys, I got a couple of questions. Can I run them past you?
Yeah.
Okay, Rick said, he says, now that you've driven a motorhome and an Airstream, I know it's about personal preference, but how difficult was it getting into parks or campgrounds with your motorhome as compared, I guess, with your Airstream, which is smaller?
Well, somebody way smarter than me. I wish I had the link or something in front of me. I actually researched different state parks and national parks and percentage-wise what you could get into based on your length. But I think in general, if you're around 30 feet or less, you can get into about 95% of these national parks versus we were at 40 feet about with our motorhome. So we were only getting into, it seemed like 80% is what it felt like, maybe even less than that. And then the problem is when you get into something, just because you can get in, they may only have 2 or 3 spots that are long, and those are the ones that are gone first. I've always said you can always get a small rig or a small RV into a large spot, but you can't cram a large one into a small spot. So it's just giving us a lot more flexibility because we realize we really enjoy national parks, state parks, and places that have older campgrounds.
Yeah, isn't it true that the national parks, state parks, I know they're some of the most beautiful places to go, but the roads can be really windy and they can have small sites. And for a large Class A, it's kind of a no-go area. That's why they have size restrictions.
Yeah, it depends. It's not just the campground. You're right. It might just be the road getting in. Sometimes it's a tunnel restriction. It could be low bridges. I mean, you got to think a lot of these parks were built, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and they may not have been as concerned. People weren't driving around 40, 45-foot rigs, a long time ago, decades ago. So it's just too much to change the whole infrastructure to accommodate those in some places.
Heck yeah. All right. Got another question from Facebook. Dusty is asking, how do you decide where you go next on your adventures? And do you have a list of your travels since you began your journey?
We do. We create a map. We create maps of everywhere we go. We're trying to get caught up on them, but on Patreon, that's where a lot of people support us as well, patreon.com. But the main thing we look at first when we're picking where we're going is weather. We wouldn't want to be in Glacier in November, for instance, or December. And then in the summer, we're heading north, and winter we're heading south. And then beyond that, Marissa just kind of has a map and just starts throwing way more stuff at it than we could possibly ever do in a general area. And then it's my job to figure out how to get there, where we're going to stay. So she plans how to spend the gas, how to spend the money, and I figure out how to pull it off. So maybe how we came up doing it.
Y'all have just seemed to be such a great team. Marissa, I want to ask you about being a mom to a little girl living full-time in an RV. What is that like? I mean, what are the challenges, and what is it like, for you?
I mean, obviously I'm partial, but it's been absolutely amazing. I mean, we wake up together and, have breakfast together, and we explore the country together, and I get to be there for every little, boo-boo and every new adventure that she discovers. And so it's something that I just can't describe. I mean, obviously it's not all bliss. We are together all the time, and that can be challenging at times, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We absolutely love it like that.
I have the most important question of the interview, and that is, what is Hensley going to be doing on Halloween? Is she got a costume yet?
Well, she picked one out, but Marissa wouldn't let her. She wanted to be a fireman with muscles is what she picked out.
I said maybe not the muscles. She told me today it changes every day. Today she told me a princess, but then when we go to the store, she's a little tomboy because she's a daddy's girl, so she loves all that stuff. So maybe a princess, maybe a firefighter. Who knows?
That's awesome. All right, tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and follow your adventures, guys.
Our main spot is lessjunkmorejourney.com. That'll link you to any of our social media outlets or whatever. But our main place where we spend our time is YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and just search for Less Junk More Journey, you should find us there.
Thank you. I know you're so busy. I want to thank you for taking the time to be with us and share some of your experiences and all. And so hopefully we can get you back on again and spend more time with you. What do you think?
We'd love that.
All right. Well, y'all travel safely and have a happy Halloween.
You too. Thank you.
Take care. Awesome people, folks. Awesome people. Less junk, more journey. We'll be right back with RV Nana after this. Well, the Big Chief's gone crazy at Lake Buchanan with this great deal. So, you know what? We have got to start spending more time than 2 segments.
Okay.
What do you think?
I agree with you.
I think that I could have spent
an hour?
Way more than 2 segments. Yeah. Let me go get the drawing lady because we're going to draw the prize. Draw for the prize. Come on, we got just a couple minutes, baby doll.
earphones, do I?
Nope. But you do. We're in a hard break, and we're going to come back in just a minute. So, all right. So we're going to draw a number.
Hey, Diana, how you doing?
You got to put it on hold there, Goosey.
Doing all right. So we're doing the drawing right now, so I have to put you on hold. But we'll be
Pull or you want me to pull?
I
Who do you
don't
want to
care.
pull?
I don't care.
You want me to pull?
I can pull.
Goosey,
Somebody pull, please.
Okay,
you do
pull.
it.
Fine.
You do it.
Alan Warren.
Lisa Warren. 23.
23.
Hang on. I should have my list up. Hold on.
Who is
Hang
number
on.
23?
23.
23.
Crystal Mendez.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Crystal
Yay,
Mendez.
Crystal!
We'll get a hold of you. If you're I don't know if you're watching right now on the Facebook Live, you're number 23 and you're going to win a prize. We're going to get a hold of you and mail it to you. It's a $400 it's an RV home tech study course. So
of course, you can also send a message to the RV Show Facebook page as well and make that process a little bit easier because we can't get a hold of you until after 9 o'clock.
Right? Absolutely.
So if you want to go ahead and give us a heads up that you're watching, and we will communicate with you after the show. But it just helps if you let us know via send us a message on the RV Show USA Facebook page. We can get you from there pretty easily.
All right. So what'd you think? You like Nathan and Marissa? Are they awesome?
Love them.
They're wonderful. I think in the next time they're on, we're going to keep them on maybe for the whole hour.
For the whole hour.
I think we ought to get Hensley on.
Yay!
She's so. Oh my gosh!
She's the cutest. She's like one of those kids you just want to grab and just. I remember when our little one was.
That's against the law in some cases. Because that's kidnapping.
Hi, Roxanne.
I'll tell you what.
Hi to Mom and Muffin.
She's a daddy's girl, that little Hensley is.
Is she now?
If y'all want to subscribe to our newsletter, we would love to have you. Subscribe to it every day, Monday through Friday. I will send you a little video, not very long, called the RV Minute.
Can they subscribe to it on the weekend as well?
Well, it doesn't go out on the weekend. It just goes out Monday through Friday.
But they can subscribe to it on the weekend.
They can subscribe anytime they like. We got one more minute till showtime, and RV Nana's coming up.
But you can subscribe 7 days a week, but you won't get a message Saturday or Sunday.
All right, so is anybody brand new here, has not seen our Facebook Live, never heard of the RV Show USA before? Is this your first time? We would like to hear if it is and what you think about it.
Yeah.
As long as it's
good stuff.
People have posted it. It's their
have
first
they?
time
Really?
that came upon it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you guys.
You know, and join one of our state group pages and like Less Junk, More Journey. I mean, those guys you'll learn so much from them. You'll learn the quality of people that RV. They're not all like Nathan and Marissa. I wish they were.
But we have somebody who very much is, if not better. RV Nana, Diana LeBlanc, joins us next as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Gotta go. Experience are well worth it. Connect with DeMontrond RV through our website, thervshowusa.com, thervshowusa.com, and click on Certified Dealers.
The RV Show USA.
All right, so I think we're going to need to make an adjustment here to our guests in the future. We always seem to be running short on time. If you are late in joining us, I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy, and this is the RV Show USA. We're the country's #1 radio show about the RV lifestyle, where we travel the great land every week, visiting with those who share the passion for RVing and camping. During the break, we did the drawing, and Crystal Mendez is our winner. And so, Crystal, if you're listening to the show, or you can send us an email, or you can go on Facebook and message us, and we're going to send you your prize. All right, our next guest, before I bring her on, I want to do a short little intro. It is about givers and takers. You know, our world is made up of many folks, and sadly, I think sometimes there seems to be more takers than there are givers. One of the things I love so much about RVing and RVers is the fact that a lot of them, many of them, are givers. They really are. I mean, they're helpful when others are in a campground that may need assistance, and generally they're willing to lend a helping hand with advice and so forth. And that's one of the things I love so much about our next guest. She is one of the most generous, giving, and genuinely helpful people that I know. And those who know her, I bet that they agree. All right, for anybody that's already an RVer, or those who would like to become an RVer, RV Nana will be someone that you will quickly call a friend. Her name is Diana LeBlanc. She's from PPL Motor Homes, and we are so happy to have her on the show again. Hi, Diana.
Hey,
Hey, Alan, how are you guys doing?
We're doing great. So where you been lately? I haven't talked to you in a while.
Well, we went to Vegas last week, and it was for our business. We were at a national trade show.
Yeah, right.
But it was so much fun, and we met the neatest people. Got to see new products and all, but got to meet some of the neatest people.
Is there a lot of stuff coming out in 2018? A lot of new products, or kind of the same old stuff, just rebranded, if you will? New packaging?
We've got quite a few new things coming out. They're always changing. As the RV lifestyle grows, you're going to see these different manufacturers having to make it bigger and better all the time.
You know, I see that a lot of casinos out there in Las Vegas have RV parks associated right next door, and they've got a lot of visitors there.
I met the neatest couple we were at South Point, that's where the convention was, neatest couple, and they said, "Are you with that RV group?" I said, "Yes, I am." They said, "Well, we've been in our RV for 3 years since we retired," and their bucket list consisted of visiting 500 casinos. And I'm not talking drop $10 in a machine and go down the strip a little further. They are going and visiting, and then they're staying at the parks. They're work camping for 2 or 3 days at the park, and then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are the good casino buffet days and all the goodies, and they play a little bit, and then they work a little bit. So,
you know,
it was interesting.
Las Vegas used to be a cheap place where you could go on vacation. Not anymore, but it still is cheap if you go the RV way.
It is, and, you know, there's so many. You aren't going to believe this, but we did not do a lot of gambling. We went to some awesome museums. We went to the Shelby Car Museum, and we went to the Mob Museum, and
Really?
It was just fun doing something different out there.
Hey, you know, did you see the video I posted on Facebook about the clearance, how tall people's trucks are and RVs are hitting these overpasses?
Alan, I can't imagine what made you post that.
Let's talk about that. You at PPL Motor Homes, you have got to see a lot of boo-boos, a lot of uh-ohs from people hitting stuff when they didn't know how tall their RV was.
Oh, my gosh, we've seen it so many times, and we've replaced a mini AC unit on the top or reskinned the roof or whatever, rebuilt a roof. But it was interesting. We had a couple come in a couple weeks ago from West Texas. Somehow they had made it from the other side of San Antonio to Houston and never went under an underpass because they were petrified that they were going to hit one. They had seen a horrific accident once, and so they stopped and asked where they could go have lunch where they didn't have to go under an underpass.
Wow, that was a long trip. So,
I'm thinking they had to go a lot of back roads.
So how do you measure, real quickly, how do you measure the height? I guess just climb up, drop a tape measure to the ground and measure it that way, or?
Well, you know, it's funny because I went online, as I do often when we have to research something. That's how we all do this. And I heard people were talking about measuring from the ground up, and then you add so many feet for your AC. I had them talking about getting on the very top, standing in the middle at the peak, and dropping a tape down to the ground. Whatever it is, add at least 6 inches to a foot to that, and then put that on a little sticker on your dash, because when you get ready to go under those overpasses, they have a clearance. I think yours was 11 foot 8 inches. That's what it was.
That's a pretty short one there. All right, listen, we're going to jump for a break. Can you hang on for the other side?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good deal. All right, folks, we have RV Nana on. Her name is Diana LeBlanc from PPL Motor Homes. If you're watching on Facebook Live, she's always in the studio with us right here. And she's going to be back after the break. I'm going to ask about Christmas. I know, people, we hadn't even got to Halloween yet, but Christmas is going to be here before you know it. And I'll bet you she's got some great Christmas gift ideas for the RVer. So this is the RV Show USA. You can subscribe to our newsletter at thervshowusa.com. We'll be right back.
Have you ever dreamed of an amazing life combining work and full-time travel? Do you picture...
Do you think she won't get in the elevator and go all the way down? She heard about the fire, or you weren't here last night.
No, I was not.
The smoke alarm. Any way you can call James and get him to come up here and escort her down?
Or you could just go during the big break.
She doesn't want to wait. Can you plead my case? Tell Lisa she needs to wait. She's, ooh, I got the look.
Yeah, you did.
Goose said I got to wait till the long break, baby.
What?
Come on. Come on.
Well, I could always give the. I could always give the end
Come on.
of. I could always give the end of our monologue.
Oh, how about? Yeah, well, no, you're going to stay out there, but I can't ride you down the elevator until the long break at the end of. It's about 10 minutes from now.
Maybe the man will come up and get me.
I just said that. Will James come up? If you go push the smoke alarm?
No.
The fire alarm? But then we'll go off the air. So that happened last night.
Okay.
All right. So what do y'all think? If you're thinking about buying or selling, where are you going?
I sit over there.
You sit over there. You mind if she sits over here?
Not at all.
All right.
But do you want her to wait here, or do you want the security guard to escort her down?
She can wait here. She can wait here. You'd rather go with the security guard?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye.
Where is he?
He's down,
He's
on the first floor.
on the
How do we get
ground
him?
floor.
Lucky for you,
Break into
I
somebody's
have his
office and
number.
you'll find out how fast
Maybe.
he gets here.
I might have his number because I've had some things. I don't know if he's actually here or not.
You know what? I didn't see him tonight. It was another one.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
Forget it, Mama. Here, sit down
I saw
here.
another guy.
Yeah. I've heard stories.
All right, so if you're thinking about buying or selling a motor home, if you got a motor home or a RV that you'd like to sell, PPL Motor Homes.
Yep.
The by far
largest consignment dealer in America.
Largest consignment RV dealer in the country, and I would never, ever try to sell my RV myself. I'm in this next segment, but if you want to buy an RV, they got hundreds of them at PPL Motor Homes. They got Houston, San Antonio, and Dallas locations, and literally they have hundreds of units. They can arrange financing. They don't have a salesman that's commissioned or anything. They actually just walk and look at whatever they got. They give you a sheet of paper, you know how much that one is, and that one, and that one. What did I do here?
I don't know. What did you do?
I'm, okay. Got less than a minute to go, and I have no internet. This is great.
Isn't technology
the show is live, and that's what I say. You know, whatever happens, happens, and it's
Isn't technology
a real deal.
grand, everybody?
Do what?
Isn't technology wonderful?
You got to turn that volume.
I did.
Please, please, please.
Technology is great when it works.
That's true. Oh, you're not hearing the commercial.
No, I'm not.
I'm talking about Diana right now on the radio.
Aha. So, more of Diana's live conversation with Alan Warren when the RV Show USA rolls on.
And they're open today at 9 a.m. PPL Motor Homes, exit 193 in New Braunfels.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And we are cruising down the road here in the RV Show USA. We've got RV Nana on with us, Diana LeBlanc from PPL Motor Homes. And if you're looking for someone that you'll call a friend in the RV business, RV Nana will be a good one. All right, RV Nana, so I know Christmas is still a ways off, but are people starting to kind of get in the holiday spirit there at PPL?
You know, we got to get past Halloween next week, Ellen. I know that you got a good idea, and I'd love to do a gift item a week between now and Christmas, but we got to get past Halloween. But there are some neat Christmas gift ideas coming out.
Like, give us an example. I know that you've got so much stuff there at your superstore and parts and accessories, and it seems like whatever kind of RV or whatever kind of RVer you are, you've got something there at PPL for them.
You can find something for the enthusiast, the full-timer. It could be as expensive as a satellite or something that is really the electronics parts of the RV, are as inexpensive as an RV coffee mug. You can find something for everybody in the family. Last year, I gave my daughter and son-in-law the patio lights because they wanted the big ball lights on their trailer, and that's what they got, and they were so excited. And I had a customer who gave their father an electric leveler set for his trailer. So you can just, the sky's the limit on what you can do. Grab a catalog and look.
Absolutely. You have thousands of things for sale there at PPL. So, now, have you got a display there? I know that Lisa and I saw so many of the collectible kind of things, the decorating items. Have you got a display of those at your store?
Yes, that is called the Camper Collection from RV Nana, and we have so many fun things, from patio rugs and little door rugs to coffee mugs, dishes, signs, just everything RV. We even have little salt and pepper shakers that are like a fifth wheel and a truck. It's just a great little variety for the RV lifestyle.
Can I find those on your website?
You will soon. They aren't all out there. Some of them are out. We're going to have a section there called the Camper Collection that'll be part of the new website.
Awesome. Now, will that be available not just in Houston, but at your San Antonio as well as your Cleburne location?
It'll be in Houston only right now. We do not have a parts store in the new Bromville store. It's a very small-size dealership. They're a powerful dealership, but they don't have a footprint big enough for a parts store. But they will be in our Cleburne store soon.
Gotcha. I was going to ask you about this time of year because, as a RV park owner, I have my own favorite times. I mean, we like it when there's a lot of people from a business standpoint, but right now is so nice. The weather is beautiful and there's not many people out. And I think now is one of the best times of year to get out and enjoy your RV.
Oh, I agree with you. Ellen, don't tell anybody, but I thought about calling in and playing hooky tomorrow and the next day and heading your direction.
I don't think anybody will know about it.
No, not at all.
I see some of your people are watching the Facebook Live right now, so the secret's out. You got to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, darn. That's okay. I may take off this weekend and go running somewhere.
So let's talk a little bit about winterizing your RV. And I know that depending upon where here in Texas, we don't have the winters that they have up in Wisconsin and Minnesota and so forth. But winterizing your RV, even in the South, is an important thing to do, isn't it?
It is, and there are so many things you need to do. I'd like to do a whole segment next week just talking about winterizing because there's so much you have to do. We have a complete instruction form. The antifreeze RV antifreeze is only a small part of what you need to take care of, and it is different in the South than what it is up north. And we have been selling this product that's I saw it 2 or 3 years ago. It's a heated water hose. And I know I woke up in the Davis Mountains one morning when it was 16 degrees and my water hose had frozen. And I would have given anything that morning for a heated water hose.
How cool. How cool is that? And that's what is so neat to me about the whole RV industry and having an RV is that there's so many little gadgets and things. It's like the combination of automotive and household, and it just seems like there's endless things to enjoy and play with and use.
There's so many different things, and every time you're out camping, no matter what park you're at, whether it's a state park or a private park, you meet somebody who has a new gadget that you just have to have. I mean, you learn more from your neighbors than you do from me or anybody else. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. You learn from those people that you're staying right next to. So talk to me about the activity and the interest there at PPL. Is there a lot of traffic still, or is this kind of a slow time of year for buyers and sellers, or what's going on?
The spring and fall in Texas is just amazing anyway. But the buyers come out when you get this first little bit of cool weather. It's real hard to think about going RVing when it's 103 degrees. It really is. But when you get this little bit of cool weather, everybody wants to go. I'm sure your phones are ringing like crazy at the park, trying to get reservations. But we've had a flurry of activity. Sales have been good, and we need more RVs, so bring them on. We'll help you sell them.
I was saying during the break to the people on Facebook Live about it, when I have an RV to sell, there's no way I'm going to try to do it on my own, and that's just the truth. There are so many reasons to just take it to PPL and let you do it. Well,
I'm so glad you think that way, Alan.
It's the truth, Diana. It's the truth. I mean, you run the advertising. You take care of the unit. You do the qualifying and the pre-qualifying for the buyer. You take care of the paperwork, and you only get 10%. And your incentive is to try to sell it for as much as you can. So it's a win all the way around.
We take the hassle out of the RV selling. I mean, shopping and selling the RV. We try to take all the hassle out of it for you because we're helping people enter and exit the RV lifestyle every day. And that's important to us.
Well,
and I have the best team in the industry, just saying.
Well, I can see why. When you have a leader like you, Diana, it's easy to see why the people are so good that work with you. I mean, I did that little monologue about givers and takers, and I really mean it, folks.
Thank you.
If you are looking for somebody that is genuine and honest and has been in the industry for only 37 years, I think it is, Diana, right?
37 plus. Yeah.
Yep. This lady knows her business, and she will help you enjoy RV living, whether it's full-time or just part-time, and she will take good care of you. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you, RV Nana.
You are welcome to call me at PPL Motor Homes anytime you want, or you can go online, www.pplmotorhomes.com. I am there, and I'm happy to talk to you, and my team is ready to help you find an RV.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being with us. We got to call it there, and we're going to get you back on real soon, all right?
One more thing.
Yep.
Go Astros.
Yeah, go Astros. we need the luck. Those guys out in L.A. are playing pretty good. All right. Got to let you go.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. See you. Awesome, lady. Awesome. We're going to wrap up the hour. Next, announce our newest station affiliate and tell you about a great video we found on YouTube. I think you do-it-yourselfers will find it very helpful. I'm Alan Warren, the RV guy. I'll be right back.
Are you an RV enthusiast looking for your next adventure? MobileRVing.com is your RV travel.
What's the name of the resort? Your resort?
Oh, Big Chief RV Resort up in Central Texas, Lake Buchanan.
And yeah, we had the Mosses on in our first half hour of the program. So after the program is over this evening at around 9 o'clock Central Time, you can always go back and rewatch it. Mosses were with us beginning at 7:06, with us till 7:30 Central Time. So we thank them, of course, for that. They were great to have on, and we look forward to having them on again.
And also, we do every show, we do a podcast of the show. So if you go to our website on the home page there, over on the right side of the home page, you'll see where it says iTunes. You click on it. You can download any of our shows. It's free. You can download. They're commercial free. You won't see any of this kind of stuff.
And of course, you can, the Moss's previous appearances, RV Nana's previous appearances as well can be found on there. This program will actually be there Monday. So we want to have the stations a chance to air the program, have affiliates all across the country. So we give them first dibs on airing the program, and then we put the podcast up on Monday. Is everything I said accurate?
I think so.
All right, very good.
Hey, Jeff, you're going to be on, I can't remember whatever the date was, but you're going to be on. Did you get your motorhome back? Is it all fixed up and purdy? Jeff had a little bit of a boo-boo recently. And he's going to be on to tell us about it. We're going to talk about driving RVs and accidents.
Yeah.
Most of them are self-inflicted, you know.
Yeah, most accidents. Well, except for where you get rear-ended, a lot of accidents are self-inflicted.
Yeah. When you got to drive a big old Class A, it's easy to.
Oh my goodness, no!
And you know those bollards at gas stations when you.
Yeah.
I mean, they're deathly. I mean, bad.
Yeah, Class C, man.
All right. You got a drum roll? You got a drum roll?
I've got a drum roll.
All right.
My first RV, if I ever get like a motorhome, it's gonna be a Class C. Because I want to learn how to drive it first.
That's good.
Then you upgrade.
Yeah. Rent one. Rent one.
Good. Are we talking about those other folks that we had on? No? Okay.
No.
Just
we could, but we're not going.
We're not going to. All
so
right.
What y'all think? Any new people just jumped on? Anybody?
We have some first timers.
Do we have some first timers?
Yeah. So Alan's going to give his thoughts on a few subjects, on at least one subject, here in just a moment as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Been good for our super clean, fully furnished on-the-water cabins. Pay for one night, get the second night free. Make your reservation today at BigChiefRVResort.com.
The RV Show USA.
All right, for those who have been with us since we launched the program back in January, we've come a very long ways in a short amount of time. Starting with literally just one market 9 months ago, today we are airing on great radio stations from coast to coast, from Orlando and Daytona Beach all the way over to, drum roll please. Well, yeah, we're all the way over to now Santa Barbara, California. Yeah. We're excited to welcome aboard 920 AM News Talk KVEC there in Santa Barbara. And we're very, very excited to have y'all as part of our growing RV family. We hope that you will give us a listen and join us each and every week. In fact, you know what? Next hour, for those in the Santa Barbara area, we're going to let the country know about one of your favorite places to RV and camp. Yeah, we're going to be visiting Cachuma Lake Recreation Area. So to our new listeners tuned in to News Talk 920 AM in Santa Barbara, we are proud to be on y'all's team. A couple of things to mention here. First, we invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. It is free of charge. We don't sell, provide your info to anybody, and you can remove yourself from the email list anytime you want. When you subscribe, we will send you our daily RV minutes, Monday through Friday, which are little short video features about the RV lifestyle, tips, advice, some commentary to hopefully help jumpstart your day and keep you thinking about RVing and camping all day long, all the great things we love so much about it. Also, if you plan on RVing and camping in the state of Texas, we have a few more of these Texas camping and RV travel guides that we can send you out for free. Again, for those who RV and camp in Texas, just Texas, these travel guides are awesome. They really are. They're free compliments of our friends at AGS Publications and Texas Campgrounds. To subscribe, just go to thervshowusa.com and click on subscribe. And how many do-it-yourselfers do we have listening? How many folks are listening that want to save big on your repair bills for your RV? I'm probably talking to you, right? Well, our good friends, the RV Geeks, have just released a new video, and I think it's great. It's about how to diagnose a plumbing leak on your own, saving you valuable time and money by not having to drop your RV off at a repair shop and leave it there to be looked at. Peter and John, the RV Geeks, are fabulous. They are a great resource for RVers with their do-it-yourself videos. If you have not yet subscribed to their YouTube channel, I encourage you to do so. Check out their newest video. I mentioned it about diagnosing, fixing a plumbing leak. Their website is thervgeeks.com. In fact, next week we're going to have Peter and John on with us to tell us about the video and to answer listener and viewer questions about it. All right, they'll be on in hour 1 next week. We'll have them on for probably more than the typical 30 minutes, too. All right, that's it for hour number 1. Hour number 2 is coming up after the news. A warning for some of our listeners about something I've heard called an earworm. That's when a song, gets stuck in your head and you can't get it out. Well, that earworm causing song is getting ready to start right now. Hit it, boys.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
That does it for hour number 1 here on Facebook Live. As you saw, the RV guy left. He had to take the RV gal back down to the car. It's the gentlemanly thing to do to escort your lady friend down back to her vehicle when she's in a building like this. Just being a gentleman. So he'll be back shortly. I need to actually get the first hour ready for satellite usage. So, I'll talk to you when I do that. So, again, if you're new to the show, welcome. We do this 2 hours every Wednesday. Next week, however, we're going to do it 2 times. We're going to be here on Facebook Live Tuesday night at a regular time, 7 Central. So, special night on Tuesday. Spend your Halloween with us. If you're at home waiting for kids to come by and hand out some candy, have us on. It'll give you something entertaining to listen to and watch while the kids are trick-or-treating. And, of course, we'll be here at a regular time on Wednesday as well. So we get 2 shows next week. Just for you next week. 2 shows. One of them will be on Halloween. Yes. So make sure you come back for that next Tuesday and Wednesday. In fact, to make sure you never miss a program, make sure you like the RV Show USA Facebook page. And then make sure you're following us as well. Click on that follow button and manage your notifications, and you can actually adjust those notifications to notify you whenever we go live. So we can do a show here live. If Alan's out visiting a nice RV park he likes, he may go live there. Or if he's out at Big Chief, you don't know. So make sure that you are never missing a moment of the RV Show USA to make sure that you are notified whenever we go live right here. Alan will be back shortly. And like I said, if you're here, make sure that you let us know that where you're from. Make sure, so that way we know where you're listening from and can direct you to the appropriate RV group as well. We have 50 state RV groups that we want you to be a part of. In addition to that, make sure you go to thervshowusa.com and subscribe to the newsletter. So now that you're back, you entertain them for a minute.
I'm afraid to talk.
But by the way, I did talk you up as being a gentleman.
Thank you.
Escorting your lady friend down to the car.
My lady friend?
Well, she is your friend and she's a lady, right?
Yes, she is.
There you go.
She's quite the lady.
I was saying that is a gentlemanly thing to do if you're married or dating or just, have a friend, female friend in the area to walk her to her car, be a gentleman like that, and make sure she's safe.
Well, but normally I like to be in here with this.
I understand.
Okay, you got a couple minutes. Okay, everybody, thank you for being with us. If it's your first time to hear of the RV Show USA, we are glad that you spent a few minutes with us. Hope that you will like our Facebook page and turn on your notifications, because every week we do a Facebook Live starting at 7 p.m. Central Time. We interview great people, knowledgeable people, people that are passionate about RVing and camping and all the things that we love so much. So you can like our Facebook page if you would. We will probably, after the show, if you haven't liked it, we'll send you an invitation. So how's that? Hey, Kelly, how you doing? I'm just now looking at some of these comments. I have not been able to do that so far. Okay, we've got a gigantic, a ginormous announcement that we're going to be making in Houston here real quick. The show is moving. We've been running for 9 months. We've been running, is it 9 months? Almost 10 months. On Sundays at noon in Houston. The problem is Sundays at noon, it's a great airtime, but a lot of the RV dealers are closed. PPL Motor Homes is closed. What would be a better day? Saturday. What if it were on Saturday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. in Houston? That's a pretty good time slot, I think. So that's why RV Nana is sitting here. She wants us to go live at PPL in Houston. We are probably going to be doing that in the weeks to come. We may actually do 2 versions of the show. One Facebook Live here that will run nationally, and then we'll do maybe a local version. We'll have to figure out the logistics of that. So you people that are in Houston, we may have a party or something seriously over at PPL, a watching party. So y'all can come over and watch us do the show. Got to have real good internet.
Yep.
Hopefully better than we got here.
Hey.
Just say it. Just say it.
5 seconds, boys.
Watch.
Do we have, did you see Jeannie or Scott on?
I did not.
Did not.
But that's all right.
You know what I should have, you want to, well, forget that.
Okay.
You need to call our next guest.
I will in just a second. So let me say
Jennifer.
Let me say the first hour first.
Any RVers out there have a problem with roof leaks? I thought so.
If you know somebody with roof leaks, you need to tell them to call in now. Or to listen now. Not call in, but listen now.
It's hot in here, man.
Well, that's because I'm here and I'm hot, so it works out.
You're a hot guy.
I am. I very much am.
It's going to be it's going to get mighty cold for old Alan to wear long pants and get out of my flip-flops.
Okay, 90 seconds. Come on.
Yeah, we got just over a minute.
Hi, may I please speak to Jennifer? Hi, Jennifer. This is Goose with the RV Show USA. How's it going? I'm doing all right. So we've got about a minute or so till the show starts. Alan's going to do a little introduction. We're only going to have you, unfortunately, for just one segment this evening. So when you hear the music, that's just the cue to start wrapping things up. All right, thank you. Put you on hold. Be with you in just a moment.
Jennifer, real good. She's going to talk about roof leaks on RVs and how to make them a thing of the past.
Woohoo!
All right, I got 40 seconds. Have y'all subscribed yet to the newsletter? If you have not done so,
have you joined the RV groups that we have? We have 50 RV groups.
Talk Radio. Who's that?
What?
They're new.
Yep.
That's good. Howdy, y'all. Hi, Michelle. Ah, the blue law, the old blue law.
Yay, blue laws. Not really. All right, 15 seconds.
You better plug back in.
I better. So hang on, everybody. We're going to have somebody talking RV roofs here in just a little bit. Keep with us as the RV Show USA rolls on.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America. Let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now. What do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
It's time for hour number 2 of America's only radio show about the RV lifestyle. Syndicated from coast to coast, it's the RV Show USA with Alan Warren, the RV Guy.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And a great big old howdy to our new listeners out in Santa Barbara, listening to 920 AM News Talk KVEC. So glad y'all are with us. I am Alan Warren, the RV Guy, and every week we spend a couple hours talking about the thing that we call RVing, and the thing that millions of Americans can't seem to get enough of. If you've been bitten by the RVing bug, we invite you to subscribe to our free newsletter at thervshowusa.com and hit the subscribe button. Those on our email list will receive an email Monday through Friday, something we call the RV Minute. It's a short little video feature about RVing and the RV lifestyle. Again, they're really short, upbeat, daily videos designed to kind of get you through the week. You can also catch the RV Minute videos on our Facebook page as well as on some of our show sponsors' Facebook pages. You know, when it comes to RVs and RV repairs, one of the costliest and most predictable repairs is just over your head, and I'm talking about leaky roofs. No matter what kind of RV you have, eventually you're probably going to have to deal with a roof leak, and when you do, the cost can be steep. To talk with us about roof leaks and RVs is our friend from Florida, Jennifer Adair. Welcome to the RV Show USA, Jennifer.
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing great. I know that you have got, I've heard what is probably the best solution ever for RV roof leaks, but before we get into that, let's talk about RV roof leaks in general. I mean, they're costly. Once you get one, they are costly in many ways, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. You can end up with a little leak that'll rot out a roof before you even see signs inside. Next thing you know, you've got a major repair or your camper's totaled.
What causes these roof leaks? Is there any one thing in particular, or is it everything?
It is always has to do, unless you run under a tree and puncture, the membrane, but 90% of the time it has to do with your caulking joints. And it doesn't matter if it's the least expensive travel trailer all the way up to a Prevost. If you have a caulking joint sitting under a low area of water, it seeps in and causes a lot of damage before you ever even know it. And that's probably the most common leak we see.
You said before you ever even know it, real quickly, the first RV I ever bought, I thought I got a great deal on it. It was a used one. It was an older one, but absolutely beautiful. And it wasn't until after I purchased it, and I was drinking coffee one morning and sitting there just enjoying, thinking I made this great buy, and I started looking up, and I saw the little water stains around the roof where the water had seeped in. And I learned that I had bought an RV that had a terrible roof on it. It looked beautiful, except it wasn't so beautiful, so the great buy I got was not such a good deal after all.
Yeah, we see that a lot.
Yeah, so how do you fix a leaky RV roof? I guess the first thing to do is you try to get out in front of it before it leaks, and you treat it with something.
Well, we always tell everybody the best defense is always getting up there and looking and making sure you know what your roof feels like all the time. So if it starts to get soft or has a leak, you know it. And then the next thing is really to find a solution to seal where the caulking isn't a problem. You don't have to worry about standing water or cracking caulking joints.
What are some of the ways that people repair their RV roofs, and why is that not a good way? I think I know the answer, but...
Well, some of the worst ways are things like putting a turn-up-on tape or more caulking over cracks. Your roof just continues to rot. And then, of course, we we've come up with our system that doesn't matter if it stands underwater or that kind of thing, and it's bonded, so you don't have to worry about cracks in your caulking and constantly looking at it.
Okay, so you have a product called FlexArmor. What is it, and what makes it so special, Jennifer?
RV FlexArmor is a sprayed A and B chemical. It's a pure polyurea, and we prep and scrub the roof down, and we have, a whole cleaning process. And when we spray around things like your vents, your TV antenna, your end caps, it's chemically bonded. And since this is a solid material, even if you have a low area, you don't end up with problems of water seeping through. So we guarantee it not to leak for the lifetime of the RV, but it removes all your seams.
What you said an A and B? What is that?
Yeah. It's like it comes in drums. There's two sides, and as you spray it, as it comes out of it's a special machine that sprays it. So as it sprays it, it's dry in 6 seconds. It mixes the two chemicals. That's how we're able to do a 3/16 of an inch high build roof, because it dries so quickly.
So when it dries, is it? The name FlexArmor, I guess it does have some flex to it, which is important.
Yes, it's extremely flexible, but also extremely tough. So tree branches, when you go under low-hanging trees, don't puncture it. But you have plenty of flex with the movement and changes in weather and movement of your RV.
Now, what if I have an RV that it's not a new one? It's not a new RV, and it may have already had a roof leak on it. Can you put FlexArmor on an RV like that?
Yeah, we actually will strip out whatever membrane or stuff's there, depending if you have fiberglass, aluminum, but we open it up, we put down new wood, and then we can prep and we can spray a new roof on it.
Is there any kind of an RV that's better than another? Or do they all pretty much need that kind of protection?
We've done it, like I said, we've done from Prevost to, pop-ups. They almost all have an issue, and it just all depends. Some are more like lemons than others, but they've all pretty much got that same issue. Some caulking joint somewhere is probably leaking. If it's minor, you might not ever know it. If it's major, you're going to know it.
How is FlexArmor different from like a Bedliner? You see these Rhino Bedliners in pickup trucks. Is it the same thing, or is it?
It's the same kind of technology. It's a higher grade chemical. It's more flexible. It has a longer UV life. And we also are able to bond to aluminum, fiberglass, rubbers, any surface out there. And a Bedliner was designed to bond to sanded paint in the back of a steel truck and stay stiff. It wasn't designed for flexing, cold weather, that kind of thing.
So, from what I understand, it is to get FlexArmor, to get the treatment on my RV. You have you can't just go down the street and get somebody to do it. It's a real process, and there are specialists that you work with to do this.
Yes, you have to go to one of our authorized locations. They've gone through the training. They know the prep process, because it's a combination of all of it. You can't just go spray something up there. You need to know how to prep the different surfaces and make it ready, and then spray it.
Cost-wise, what are we talking about?
Typically, and especially in most areas, if it's not the same price as a typical rubber roof, it's usually less expensive. If you have a fiberglass roof, we're a way less expensive option. If you have something like a Winnebago where the insurance company wants to total it out because it's 10 years old and it's $12,000 for a roof, most Winnebagos we can fix for $5,000 or $6,000.
Really?
Yes.
With all the rain they had down in southeast Texas with Hurricane Harvey, and they got the wind, I guess you can't do a whole lot about with the roofs, but the rain in Texas, I imagine there were a lot of roof leaks in Texas that the dealers saw over there.
Yep, just like us in North Florida, seeing them from Irma right now.
Yeah. And so tell me about the if I've got cracks and because I saw a Prevost. Let me just tell you, the other day I see a Prevost. It had 5 AC units on it, Jennifer. 5. I couldn't believe it. And it was beautiful, and it was probably way over $1 million. And I'm thinking every one of those was a potential future roof leak.
Yeah. What we do with air conditioners is they totally come off the units, and we spray the roof all the way inside the opening to seal whatever substrate you have, and then they're reinstalled with a new compression gasket. So if your compression gasket ever fails on your AC, water will drip down in your ductwork. It might land on your head, but it's not actually seeping into your roof itself. So it's a matter of a new gasket or tightening up your bolts.
What color is the FlexArmor?
The coating itself is actually gray, and then we put a white UV blocker over the top of it that keeps it cooler, keeps it from aging. And if you have a custom paint job where, like, the roof rolls over the edge, it can be color matched and a stripe done all the way around so that it blends in with your custom paint job.
Well, from what I hear from our certified dealers, they love FlexArmor, and they love what y'all are doing, and evidently the customers love it as well. You're getting a lot of great reports and reviews.
Yeah, I've always worked real hard about that. We've been doing this for many years, and quality is our main goal. We tell our customers all the time, we don't want to see you again until you buy a new RV.
So, and it's a lifetime warranty, you said.
Yes, sir. It follows the camper, so if anybody ever trades it or sells it, the new owner has that same no leak guarantee.
Well, there you go. I'm telling you, folks, if you have an RV, to me, it's only a matter of time until you're going to have a roof leak, and when you do, you're going to be kicking yourself, wishing that you would have probably gotten out in front of it. If nothing else, I think that you need to look into FlexArmor. Just check it out. Just see what see what you think, and maybe Jennifer, you've got a website. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you.
You can go to rvroof.com, and it has all of our information and videos, and all of our authorized locations are there also.
Awesome. Okay, we're up against the clock. Got to call it there. Thank you for telling us about FlexArmor. Sounds like y'all have a great product, and we'll talk with you again, okay?
All right, thank you. Have a great night.
You betcha. All right, it's rvroof.com. Check it out. Lots more to come on the RV Show USA as we roll along. Back with more after this. I want to take a minute and do a little bragging on my friends at PPL Motor Homes. You hear about PPL a lot here. It's not cheap. No. It's not cheap, but it's like everything else. Value is there's cost and there's value. We have anybody on hold?
No.
Really?
No.
You must be kidding.
No. I don't care about stuff like that. Thank you for calling the RV Show USA. This is Goose. Awesome, Scott. Well, thank you. So we'll put you on a brief hold. We just started the break, so we'll be with you at 21 after the hour if you can hold.
We only have 9 minutes.
Okay, it's a 9-minute segment, so 9 to 21 to the bottom of the hour. Thanks, sir.
Scott with DeMontron RV is on the line. He's on deck, so y'all hang with us. What's going on with the baseball game? Thank y'all for being with us instead of with the Astros. I mean, I can't believe we got this many people.
By the way, you can DVR the game.
Yeah, you can DVR the game. You got to watch us live, though, right?
Right. Well, they can't interact with the game.
That's right.
You can interact with us.
You can yell at the screen, right?
Pretty much, but they can't hear you. You type here, we'll see it.
So what's the score?
You have the internet, right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to get off this page.
Oh, big weenie.
Do what? Do what?
You big weenie. Oh, after the show, I need you to vote for me on something else.
Okay, I'll vote for you. One to nothing. Where are we? Is it the fourth, fifth inning? What is it?
Give me a second. Hang on.
Well, I'm looking at who said that?
It is the middle of the fourth. Astros up 1-0.
Yeah, Dodgers just look so wicked that.
Well, you know what? I'm sure that people said the same thing about the Yankees.
They did. They did.
I mean, it took us to Game 7. Oh, I was on the phone during Game 7.
Yep.
And I actually got to commentate that game over the phone with my friend. So
really?
Yeah, it was really cool. Got it.
RVRoof.com.
RVRoof.com, yes.
Check them out. I mean,
yeah, please do.
In fact, the guy that knows from the dealer level is on with us. He's just called in. He's watching, been listening on Facebook Live. We're going to find out from him, I guess, what he has to say in terms of what customers are saying, what customers need to know, cost, how long it takes, et cetera, et cetera. If you've not yet subscribed to our newsletter, why not?
Please do.
Yeah, we'd like you to subscribe to the newsletter. We'd also like you to like our Facebook page. If you're watching right here, we're probably going to send you an invitation after the show, so click yes. Turn your notifications on every single Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time. We do this Facebook Live. Our show is brought to you in Houston It's actually, we broadcast coast to coast, but in Houston, it's brought to you by DeMontron RV. They're our certified new RV dealer over there. They got 3 locations, one north of Houston in Conroe, one on the north side, and then one down in Texas City.
Texas City.
And they've been going strong for, I think, nearly 60 years. So
nice.
That says something about DeMontron.
Very nice.
You.
All right.
And then, of course, that's where Diana LeBlanc is. She's in Houston.
So, you know, Scott from DeMontron is on the phone. He just called us to talk about that.
Yeah.
More than likely, talk about that RV roofing. So
Gary Patterson.
So stick with us, guys. Scott's going to join us as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Part Guide. You gotta take care of Texas. It's the only one we got.
Sponsored by the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
And last segment, we talked about roof leaks. And, brother, if there's a more universal problem that RVers have, more so than roof leaks, I need to know what that is. If you missed that last segment with Jennifer from FlexArmor, you can catch it on our podcast. Jump on our website, thervshowusa.com. Look over there on the right side of the homepage. Click on the iTunes link. You'll find it right there. It's in hour number 2 of today's show. On the line, coincidentally, is a fellow that knows a thing or two, to say the least, about FlexArmor. He's our buddy Scott Thompson from DeMontron RV in Houston. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Alan. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. All right, before we talk about RV roof repairs, what happened last week, buddy, when you were supposed to be talking about tires with us?
I had a filly go down in the barn, and I don't get no signal out there, so I was taking care of one of my baby horses.
One of your baby horses. I hope it's all right. Well, I'm glad you made it with us today. All right. Well, as I said, folks, Scott works for DeMontron RV. They're the only new RV dealer that we work with in the entire Houston area. And I guess, Scott, you see your fair share of roof leaks over there.
I do. Unfortunately, I do.
Well, so tell us what causes these leaks. I mean, Jennifer was just on from go ahead.
Yeah, the biggest thing is the UV down here, the heat, the UV, and most people leave them outside. So, and nobody thinks to get up on the roof when you raise babies. Everybody should be up there
Scott,
every 3 months,
Scott,
and if you can't,
can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Well, it sounds like you're breaking up real bad, like you're under a metal roof, like you're out in the barn with your horses, what it sounds like there, Scott. So maybe if you can walk around, maybe try to get a little bit clearer signal. You know, what one of the things I think that people need to do, and I'm not trying to do anything except give you enough time to find a good spot to talk, get a good signal, but I think people need to check the condition of the roof much more frequently than they do.
Yes. Can you hear me okay now?
Much better, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, every 3 months, Alan. To answer your question, they were saying every 6 months to a year. I don't agree with that at all. Every 3 months. Being a new dealer, we bring product in from Elkhart, and we're checking it every 3 months just because of that fact. So we've learned over the years that in 3 months' time, depending on how hot it is and how bright the sun is, the sealant can actually go bad in that quick of a time.
Wow. So tell us about FlexArmor and your experience. I know that you guys are one of the only dealerships in all of the state of Texas that applies FlexArmor. For you, Scott Thompson, what is so special about the product?
I know that our customers don't have to worry no more. I know that once we put it on and we apply it, that we're done. And I know they have that peace of mind and they don't have to worry. And I know with being in the older, it was funny on your segment how that first group was talking about going to the older parks. Well, in the older parks, they're not designed for the height of these new motorhomes. So going under tree clearances, it only takes one tree branch to puncture the rubber membrane, as Jennifer was saying, and it's taut. And you don't even see it. That's the crazy part. It can be the size of a pinhole, for a roof or wall.
Hey Scott, I don't know what's going on with your cell phone, brother, but you started out real good, then it started getting wobbly again. So, but if you've got a good signal, what kind of maintenance? If I get the FlexArmor applied to my RV, what do I need to do at that point? How often do I need to inspect it then? They say they've got a lifetime warranty. Do they really mean it?
Yeah, they really mean it. The dealerships or FlexArmor in any of the locations takes care of it. So, all you have to do is check your skylight and your roof vents. That's it. That's the only thing that needs to be checked. The rest of it, you don't have to worry anything about it.
About how much does it cost to have FlexArmor applied to my RV? Kind of give me a range, if you would, and how long does it take for Demontron to do it, to apply it?
Okay, you can pretty much go, it's exactly the same price as a rubber membrane roof. So somewhere on a 30-footer, you're somewhere around the $6,000 mark, depending on if you want the sides painted. There's a lot of variables to that, but painting is the big one. And it takes Demontron normally on a 30-foot roof. Turnaround time is about 2 days. So you're in and out. It's not sitting down and waiting for product to come in like on the rubber membranes. And so it's a really quick turnaround for our industry.
That's awesome. So what is the advantage over a rubber membrane, do you think? I mean, obviously you chose FlexArmor.
A lifetime. Those rubber membranes, I mean, the chalking coming down the sides, Alan, you see that white chalking on all the older coaches when you're at parks. The other thing is the temperature drop. During the summers down here in Houston, we'll get anywhere between 15 to 20 degrees difference in the inside of the coach. You never have to worry about hail damage anymore. That's going to be a thing of the past. Where on any of the fiberglass roofs, when that hail starts, you're going to get damage up top.
Heck yeah! What about if I have an RV that's already experienced some water damage? Is it too late at that point to go ahead and get the FlexArmor coating, or should I might as well go ahead and get it?
No, you need that. That's the best time to do it. We can repair anything from the roof down, and then cover it back up, and then flex over on top of it, so you're done. Rather than doing the costly repair and going back with a rubber membrane, that's the time when you really need to think of us and bring it in and get it repaired.
I was telling Jennifer last segment about the very first RV I bought years and years ago. I thought I got a great deal on a used RV, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful, but I didn't really know what I was getting into until literally I'm having a cup of coffee, like the first morning I have it, enjoying myself, thinking I had made this great buy, and I looked up, and I saw the water line where the water had been leaking around and I'm thinking my great deal wasn't such a great deal, and I guess roof leaks are so common that people just need to really pay more attention to them.
Yeah, they do. And if you get them, if you guys buy from Diana at PPL, bring them to us. Or if you buy a new one, if you're going to make that investment, put that right into the deal. And you don't have to worry about doing maintenance. It's about $1,000.
You know what, Scott? I'm not sure. Next time we get you on, we're going to have to find you a better cell phone, brother, because you start out great. I'm not sure what happens to the signal.
Okay. Sorry about that, Alan.
No, that's all right. That's all right. So, and I wanted to close off by saying that asking about the Warranty Forever program, and if people are still going crazy, loving that Warranty Forever program that Demontron offers.
Absolutely. It's saving them so much money. We've replaced so many ACs and refrigerators on that Warranty Forever program. It's well worth it, being that it's no cost to you guys. So it's a heck of a thing to have in your back pocket.
Awesome. Listen, we're going to call it there. I'm going to let you go watch the baseball game, and we'll catch up with you real soon. Great information, Scott. Thank you for everything you do for RVers. I'm going to send everybody I can over there to Demontron. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you take care. Folks, Scott is with Demontron RV. They're in Houston. They're a certified new dealer in the Houston market, the only new RV dealer we work with over there. They have something called the Warranty Forever program. Every single new RV they sell comes with a Warranty Forever. It is not something you have to pay extra for. It comes with it. As long as you get your annual inspection of your RV, you can go to their website, you can find out all the things that are covered, but I'm telling you that from refrigerators and air conditioners and braking parts and different things, you need to check out the Warranty Forever, because I say it's like buying peace of mind. All right, let's see. Where are we going next? We're going to go out to California. That's where we're going. And we're going to go to our destination of the week. If you'd like to learn more about these roofs that we've been talking about FlexArmor, go to rvroof.com, rvroof.com. All right, y'all keep those seat belts fastened. We're heading out to California. Well, the Big Chief's gone crazy at Lake Buchanan with this great deal for radio listeners looking for a fun, quick, and affordable getaway. come to Big Chief RV and Cabin Resort on Lake Buchanan. Stay for maybe.
I'm just trying to help, man.
I know. I appreciate that.
Just trying to help you out.
Sorry about that phone connection.
Guys, sometimes we it sounds good when I get them on the line, and that's what we have to base it on. But Scott was great information. Thank you so much for coming on. We really did appreciate that.
He's super knowledgeable.
Now,
yeah.
It just seems to me the best time to add that flex roof is when you go to DeMont trying to buy your RV in the first place. You have them just add it right there.
Really?
Yeah.
It's, there are some
instead of
things,
taking your RV in to go to have it done.
After you've got your roof leaks and you're looking around like I did, have my coffee going, what? That looks like water to me. And I'm looking around, literally I can see just a little, just a stain all around. I'm thinking, oh, you idiot, why didn't I see that?
Yeah, but since if you're going to DeMont trying to buy an RV anyway, might as well just have them add the flex roof while you're there.
A lot of people, they try to pinch pennies. Right. I'm telling you that you pinch pennies now, you're going to spend dollars later.
Exactly.
Just telling you. Mm-hmm. That's why PPL, they get 10%. 10%?
Okay.
I think they ought to get more.
I think I actually told you a version of that earlier today.
Yes. We had that conversation, didn't we?
We did have a similar conversation. Yes, we did.
All right, Scott, or Jeff, keep that seat belt fastened. Yep, tray tables up in their stored position. Good deal. All right, Dawn Klein, thank you for following us. We appreciate it. Hello, James and Gary. Then we got Mark. Mark. Outdoor Travel Channel.
Hi, Jeff. This is Goose from the RV Show USA. How's it going? Doing all right. Hey, we're still in our network break, but we got about 2 minutes left in that. When we come back, we'll have you on for 2 segments. The first one will be about 6 minutes. The next one will be about 8 minutes. So the first time you hear the music, just wrap up that thought, and then when we come back, the second time you hear the music, that'll just be our cue to wrap everything up for the night. Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
I've talked to Jeff all of about 45 seconds in my entire life. So,
it's okay.
It's not. Now we're going to have our longest conversation ever, and hopefully he's got a better connection than last time.
That's okay, because one of these was the shortest conversation we should have had. But that's a different issue. We don't talk about it during the show.
Talk about what?
Exactly.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun here. We appreciate y'all being with us. And this is the kind of thing that when you listen to the radio version,
you miss it.
You don't hear any of it.
No.
In fact, the show sounds really great. It's nice and polished. Goose does a great job, but you lose this because you hear it in commercials. And
in fact, I haven't turned my mic on once during the show itself. Just saying, you miss me when you just listen to the radio show on the podcast.
And but really, you don't miss him now. You got it.
That's right. You suckers.
the full Goose is what we got.
There you go.
All right.
All right, everybody. So we are going to California for our destination of the week.
We are.
In the Santa Barbara area.
Yep. It just happens to be the same place our newest affiliate is. And that is nothing but a coincidence.
It seems like it must be.
I'm serious. That's just a coincidence.
Okay. So be with us. Stay with us, everybody, as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Service you'll experience are well worth it. Connect with DeMontrond RV through our website, thervshowusa.com, thervshowusa.com, and click on Certified Dealers.
Big wheels straight ahead, never looking back. Big wheels, till lights gonna fade to black. Big wheels, take me down that road tonight.
All right, we are rolling along, folks. And before you take off those seatbelts, we want to welcome aboard our newest station affiliate carrying the RV Show USA, 920 AM News Talk Radio out in Santa Barbara, California, KVEC. Thank you all so much for adding our show to your great program lineup. I know there are a ton of RVers there in the Santa Barbara area, and we are glad to be on your fine station. Hey, speaking of Santa Barbara, that is where our destination of the week is. And it's a place called Cachuma Lake Recreational Area. And evidently, Mr. Jeff Lindgren, it is a mighty popular place for folks that like to camp and RV, huh?
That's right. We have a really beautiful spot tucked into the Santa Barbara County wine country. It's about 100 miles north of Los Angeles, about 25 minutes from the Pacific Ocean, and a bunch of beautiful beaches and shopping in Santa Barbara, California. And we just have a really nice spot. ready for all your RVer folks to come on up and give us a visit.
So Cachuma Lake Recreational Area, it's not a quote-unquote traditional RV park or a privately owned RV resort. Talk to me about what your area is.
Yes, it is operated by Santa Barbara County, the local government agency, and we operate it under permission from the federal government, the Bureau of Reclamation. It is a drinking water reservoir. A dam was built in 1954, and the lake formed behind the dam, and the federal government opened a park, and we've been running it since 1954. So it is part of a larger Santa Barbara County park system. We have several beach parks, a couple of camping parks, a lot of open space trails, mountainous areas, wild areas, just a lot of different variety of parks in our system. But our camping parks are our two crown jewels, Cachuma Lake, of course, and Halama Beach, which is just a little ways away on the coast.
Now, Cachuma Lake, y'all have RV sites as well as cabins there, it looks like?
Yes, sir. We have about 110 full hookup sites. All those sites can accommodate big rigs. Several of those are 50 amp, and we are aggressively working to upgrade the rest to 50 amp. We have a couple hundred dry camping sites.
Wow.
We have cabins for rent. A lot of people know those as park units these days.
Mm-hmm.
And we have yurts, which is kind of a tent with a wooden floor and bunk beds in it. And
I was going to ask you, I saw, there on your website that you have yurts. I'm thinking, I've never heard of a yurt. So it's a tent, but it's an upgrade of a tent, sounds like.
Yeah, it's an upgrade of a tent. So it has a wooden deck that it sits on, and it has kind of a canvas tent structure that sits over it. So it has some zip-open windows and doors and a deck overlooking the lake. They're really spectacular, affordable places to stay when you come to the lake and you don't want to bring your rig or you don't want to bring a tent. And just bring some food and a change of clothes, and you're ready to go.
Are there beds or cots or what in the yurts?
There are mattresses on a bunk bed.
Huh. Sounds cool. Sounds really cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. They're very cool. Very popular.
All right. So on your website, I'm looking, and the pictures, it looks like the lake looks like a pretty deep lake, and the water, you get a lot of water fluctuation, I guess, depending upon how much rain y'all get up the mountains there and what time of year it is.
That is correct. It's not so much annual fluctuation, but over the last 7 years in California, we've had a pretty extensive drought, and a lot of water had to be used for drinking water purposes, so the lake had been very low. This last winter, it rose back up to about 50% of its capacity, so we're looking good again. We are able to launch boats and allow fishing and canoeing and kayaking, so we're fully functional. No problems there.
I was going to ask you about any boating restrictions. Since it's part used for drinking water, are there some pretty strong restrictions there on people that wanted to go boating?
If you want to rent a boat, it's very easy. We have a full service marina that has pontoon boats and fishing boats and a variety of other things that you can rent, including kayaks. If you're bringing your own boat, we do have a process for people who are bringing their own boat that might be carrying invasive species like the quagga mussel, which is an invasive species that can affect our lake. So we have a 30-day quarantine process for those boaters.
All right, gotcha. Hey, Jeff, we got to take a quick break. Can you hang on?
Oh, of course.
All right, good deal. All right, folks, we're going to rejoin Jeff out there at Cachuma Lake here after the break. Want to do a special shout out to everybody watching us on Facebook Live right now. Hope you're enjoying the show and having a good time with others here in our virtual studio. If you're a Facebooker listening to the show, you can watch our Facebook Live, interact with us during the commercial breaks in real time. Easy to do. We have a lot of fun doing it. Go to Facebook, in the search bar, type in the 4 words, The RV Show USA. The RV Show USA. It's a fan page. Just click like and you will find us. All right, be right back with Jeff Lindgren from Cachuma Lake Recreation Area.
Have you ever dreamed of an amazing life combining work and full-time travel? Do you picture yourself roaming the map, experiencing new things around each and every corner while maintaining a steady income along the way? Well, dream no further. Consider a life of work camping and make your dreams your new reality. Work.
So you got to teach me these things.
Yeah, just go to their website.
Copy.
And then just go back.
Go over here and write comment.
Yep. Paste.
And just paste.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, boys and girls. Bam.
Hit it. There you go.
All right. There's a link to Cachuma Lake right there.
There we go.
Woohoo! Look at that.
There you go. So that is our destination of the week, Cachuma Lake. Cachuma Lake. In fact, it even spells it right there. We have a link for it right there in the feed. So if you want to know more about it, you can go ahead and click there. Don't forget, we're also going to send a link for you in the newsletter on Monday. So make sure you are subscribed to the newsletter by going to thervshowusa.com. Give us your information. And if you would like one of these 2017 RV travel and camping guides, it'll really help the folks who live in Texas. But if you live outside of Texas and want to know more about what Texas has to offer in the RV and camping world, you can still order one of these, right?
Yeah, all you got to do is send me an email or send us an email. It's info@thervshowusa.com. You can find it. Go to our website, click on contact, and I get a copy of just about everything comes into us. So
very good.
And we'll forward it on to our friends at Texas Campgrounds and get you one.
Woohoo!
All right, so where's everybody from? We got any new people that just joined us? There's my daughter, Katie Warren.
Yes, she's there. She's there. No, she was there earlier talking about Pedro.
Was she?
Yep.
Pedro's one of my sons. I've got 3 sons. Pedro.
They're about this big.
Pollo and Bill. All right? I got 3 of them.
Bill?
Bill. Bill.
You decided not to go with Guillermo, did you?
No, just Bill. Just Bill. We call him our white worm.
Oh, boy.
I know. Hey, it's not me. The names just kind of come, you know. I've got, in our family, we've got an odd way of picking names. An uncle of mine named 2 of his dogs, picked up strays. We like picking up strays.
Which explains how you and Lisa met.
No, you get the name. I think these two classic names. Lunch Meat.
Yeah.
Lunch Meat and Socrates.
Oh, Lord.
They were some of the best dogs. Strays are great dogs.
Yeah, but why do I have a feeling alcohol was involved in naming these things?
I don't think so.
My goodness.
I don't think so.
Ay. By the way,
you got our song ready?
Lisa's saying that the dogs hear you.
All right, Pedro. Hello, Jackie Hedrick. How's fishing, brother?
Of course the song's
ready. You want to go
ready.
fishing up there at my place, up at Big Chief RV Resort. The man to fish with is right here.
And of course the song's ready. Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, I know. Just had to ask. Outdoor Travel Channel has subscribed to us. Well, thank you.
Makes it sound like this is my first show here. For Pete's sake.
He just started.
Started what? March or April?
Yeah. Gary Patterson.
We did our first show together on a Sunday.
George Weimer. George, you've been on before, I think. I think Joe Leeden is a new
All right. So, speaking of Jeffs, we're going to get more of Jeffs from Cachuma? Cachuma. As the RV Show USA rolls on.
Looking for a great deal on a used RV, you gotta check out PPL Motor Homes. They're in New Braunfels at exit 193, and they're open today at 9 a.m. PPL Motor Homes, exit 193 in New Braunfels.
Ventura Highway in the sunshine, where the days are long.
We're heading up the Ventura Highway just north of Los Angeles, on our way to a beautiful place called Cachuma Lake Recreation Area. Before we bring up our guest, as a reminder, we want to invite you to subscribe to our free newsletter. When you do, we'll help jumpstart your day Monday through Friday with a little video feature we call the RV Minute. It's a short little video where I provide some RVing tips, advice, occasionally kind of some commentary on RVing and the RV lifestyle. You can do all that at thervshowusa.com. Hit the subscribe button. All right, let's get back to our guest line with our friend Jeff Lindgren from Cachuma Lake Recreation Area. Hey, Jeff, what does Cachuma mean? Is that a Indian word, a Spanish word?
Cachuma.
What is that?
Yeah, that's right. It's a Indian word that supposedly has some basis in the village that existed in this area. That's all I really know. It means something like the view or the site.
Oh, there you
go. In Chumash, which is our local Indian tribes.
All right, well, so tell us, I'm sure summer is your busy time of year, but being that close to Los Angeles, you got to be busy all year long.
We have kind of an extended busy season. We really pick up in April, and we will be booked probably through the first of the year. So our Thanksgiving and our New Year's weekends are all very busy up here, which is fantastic. We get really good weather even in the winter, so we got a lot of snowbirds, and we get a lot of visitors during those times of year.
And you're the operations manager there, is that right?
That's correct.
What is it like to have a job where when people show up, they're all happy? They're all happy to get there. It's got to make you happy.
Oh, yeah. It's the greatest thing when I come to work, and the first thing I see are families, recreating in our park, children fishing and catching smallmouth and bigmouth and trout, and just people just having a good time and enjoying themselves in the outdoors.
What about reservations? It sounds like, again, you're so close to Los Angeles, not, up literally the Ventura Highway up there in Santa Barbara. Are reservations required, suggested? How about holidays and special events? Talk to us about that.
Sure. Yeah. Any visitors can make a reservation on our website, which is sbparks.org. So SB for Santa Barbara, parks.org. We highly recommend reservations for any weekend during the summer, midweek, that we usually have space for people. And as we get away from the season when school is out, we generally have space in the park.
What about snowbirds? Do you have many snowbirds that come down, stay the whole winter?
We do. We're trying to promote our snowbird program a little bit more, but we've got some folks from Germany who've been coming for several years.
Wow.
And some folks that come from Canada and just other parts of western states for sure.
What about long term?
They're pretty much regulars.
Long term, do you do
long
monthlies?
Only during the winter months. There are snowbirds. Yeah.
Because it's so crowded, probably in the summertime.
Yeah, in the summertime, it's busy. It's lots of fun. There's lots to do. If you like fishing, you like boating, you like hiking. We just installed a 18-hole disc golf course, which is like traditional golf but played with a frisbee.
Yeah.
And we have swimming pools. We have a nature center. There's lots to do for children. So a lot of things going on. You can definitely enjoy yourself, or do nothing if you like, and just enjoy the views.
As I say, there's no better place to do nothing than a beautiful place to RV. I just love it, sitting around a campfire, enjoying it with people that you care about and family and friends. There's nothing like it. What is your favorite time of the year, Jeff, to be out there at Cachuma Lake, and why?
My favorite time is usually around this time of year, because we start to see the park turn green again. We kind of have backward seasons in California. It's brown in the summer and green in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of places back east have it the other way around, but so we're starting to turn green a little bit. It's starting to cool down a little bit, and then we'll see a lot of activity during Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's just a lot of fun around the park.
What about wildlife? What can your visitors maybe anticipate seeing when they're there?
Let's see. Just this week, I saw 6 or 7 deer hanging out under probably a 200-year-old oak tree. I don't know what they were doing, just having some lunch, hanging around. But so you can see lots of deer. We have bald eagles. We have 2 nesting pair that live around the lake, so they're around often, and we have some juveniles that visit
year-round. Those bald eagles,
too.
They stay year-round?
Yes, they live. Yeah, year-round.
Wow.
The best way to see most of our wildlife is to take our nature cruise, which is about a 2-hour cruise on the lake itself in a 25-person pontoon boat, hosted by our park naturalist. Really good way to see the lake and enjoy what the lake has to offer. Lots of fish, lots of birds, and some coyotes and bobcats around the area, but we don't see them in the park so much.
You know, one of the things, and we're down to just about a minute and a half left, Jeff, but one of the things that I know from my experience in traveling in California and going to the many parks that you've got, they're so clean. I mean, y'all must work like crazy, have a terrific crew that keeps these parks exceptionally clean. The bathrooms, the RV sites, they're beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, safe, clean, and green is our motto around the shop. So those are the three things that we really want to focus on. And our crew does a great job of that. And, focusing on customer service, too.
No, I didn't know if it was your crew or you've got really good guests, because sometimes we have to do a whole lot of cleaning up after people. I think it's probably a little bit of both out there in California. You got good guests and a good crew.
A little bit of both, yeah, that's right.
All right, good deal. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put up a link to Cachuma Lake Recreation Area on our website. We're going to send out to everybody on our email list a link so they can check you out and send as many people as we can out there. And just thank you so much for being with us today.
Great, thank you much. We would love to have anybody who's ready to come on out to California.
All right, got one last question. Astros or Dodgers?
Oh, Astros all the way.
There you go. Awesome. All right, you take care, Jeff, and we'll talk to you again, okay?
All right.
All right,
Thanks.
Good deal. That was Jeff Lindgren out there in sunny California at Cachuma Lake Recreation Area, out in Santa Barbara, California, up the Ventura Highway we started the segment with. All right, we're going to, let's see, we're going to get to a break. Then I've got a little monologue. Before we hit the break, I want to invite everybody to like our Facebook page, and you guys can follow us every single week on our Facebook Live. Just go to The RV Show USA. It's a fan page. Check like, turn your notifications on, and we'll send you a notification every single Wednesday. Be right back.
Are you an RV enthusiast looking for your next adventure? MobileRVing.com is your RV travel search engine with over 23,000 destinations listed. MobileRVing.com.
Absolutely.
Jeff knows how to secure himself a second shot at the show.
It's good. And California, we hear stories of the nuts and nut jobs a lot of places, but most of the people I know from California are pretty cool.
I hear from a nut job at least once a week.
Yeah. You mean that other guy you do a show with?
No, I'm talking about the guy I do a show with right now.
But I like that song, too, Ventura Highway.
Yeah, that's a good song.
It reminded me of I like this guy even more now. Are you talking about me, Jeff?
No, talking about the other Jeff.
He's talking about me.
No, he's talking... and to learn more about Cachuma, we have a link here on the feed. Just scroll up. Alan did post it as the RV Show USA page, so make sure you click on that. That may answer some of the questions that you have that we could not get to.
Now, I will tell you that because it's a county park, we can't send out a free, get a free night there. They don't do that out there. So the rates, I checked them out on their website. It's $45, $50 a night for a nice RV site. It's pretty standard. Actually, to me, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
It's a bargain. So if you're looking for that free coupon,
not this time, unfortunately.
Can't do it this week.
When it's government owned, we have limitations of what we can do. Yeah. However, if some of you asked questions we just couldn't get to due to the time limitations, click on that link that was provided, or stay tuned when we send out the link on Monday with all of the notes from today's program. And you can get some of those questions answered right there. You can also call them. Phone number is on the website. Give them a call and get some of those questions answered that we just didn't have time to get to today.
And if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, we'd invite you to do that as well. When you do, you'll get a notification Monday through Friday. We do those RV minutes. What?
So somebody has a question.
What's the question?
What made you decide to pick this one?
Pick what?
The
Cachuma Lake?
Was it user suggestion or was it just...
it was a suggestion, yeah. It was
threw a dart at a map.
Let's see. No, it was somebody suggested it. If you've got any suggestions, this is a very interactive program, and we like to hear your comments, your suggestions. Some of our guests come from, we don't know a lot of these people, but we've made friends like Jeff Branning here, who's with us. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I was going to tell a story. I'll tell it next week.
The last segment's coming up as the RV Show USA rolls on.
Make your reservation today at BigChiefRVResort.com.
The RV Show USA.
All right, I mentioned last hour about a great YouTube video that I recommend for all you do-it-yourselfers out there. It is a great video for those who want to save a pile of money and time by fixing a problem yourself and not having to leave it at the repair shop for weeks on end. Our good friends Peter and John, they're more commonly known among RVers as the Hope we're going to be all right. Did this thing reboot? Mm-hmm. Mercy. So hit it at 57, right at the top of the hour, so I got my time right. Man. That was crazy, wasn't it? It was. Have you ever experienced something like that? I've never had anything like that. All right, here we go. 3. At 10. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to start at 58.
58 minutes straight up?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all wait just a minute. Is my mic on so they can at least hear me? Yeah, your mic. All right. This was a serious technical issue. We lost power in the entire building, 12 stories, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this show. We're going to start up in about 18 seconds and finish this segment. It's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds long, so please hang with us. Hope we're going to be all right. Smoke alarm went off last night, and it was bad. Evacuate everybody. All right, here we go.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, I mentioned last hour about our great YouTube video that we just found. I recommend it for you do-it-yourselfers out there. It is a video for those who want to save a lot of money and time by fixing a problem yourself and not having to leave it at an RV dealer or a repair shop for weeks and weeks on end. Our friends Peter and John, and they are known by RVers everywhere as the RV Geeks, they produce what I believe are the very best how-to videos about RVs that are available anywhere. And they are free to watch. Yeah, free. They really are. No strings attached, as they say. Peter and John, they're full-time RVers. They have been for 15 years. And like most full-timers, they hate it when they have to take their home to a dealer and leave it there, especially if they can fix the problem themselves. So years ago, they created this YouTube channel called The RV Geeks. Now, since then, they have had, get this, over 25 million views and produced hundreds of great videos, and every single one of them is about how to fix something on your RV yourself. So their most recent video, it's about a plumbing problem they recently had, about a plumbing leak, and how they diagnosed it, how they repaired it for like $5 instead of taking it to a dealer where it could have cost several $100s and taken weeks to fix. And we have a link up on our website, on our homepage, to the RV Geeks YouTube channel. I want to invite everybody listening to check out the video, subscribe to their channel. Just go to thervshowusa.com. Right there on the homepage, look over on the right-hand side. You're going to see a little yellow-colored RV. Well, that's their logo. Click on it, then hit subscribe. Here's the deal. Peter and John are going to be with us next week for maybe the entire first hour of the show to visit about their newest video, to answer any listener questions, and visit about RVing in general. So you are definitely invited to be with us next week and every week. Before we get out of here, I want to thank each and every person listening for being a part of our show. We are so grateful for your support. The RV Show USA is not your typical radio show. We don't argue and complain and talk about politics, but the only arguing you're going to hear us do is trying to figure out what subjects we're going to be talking about from week to week. We want you to know that what you say and what you think does matter to us. If you have a suggestion for a show guest or a comment or a question, we want to hear it. You can post it on our Facebook page or send us an email. How much time we got left, Goose? I'm losing the clock here. We got a little bit of time. All right, just give us a like on Facebook. Type in the search bar The RV Show USA and subscribe to our newsletter at thervshowusa.com. Until next week, I'm Alan Warren, the RV Guy, reminding you that this is the only radio show where we spell love T-I-M-E. I'll see you next week and in a few minutes on Facebook. All right, Goose, strike up the band. Let's get that earworm a-going.
The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today. Come on, America, let's hit the road. So many things to see, so many places to go. Freedom and fun go hand in hand when you're rolling in your RV across this great land. So buckle up now, what do you say? The RV Show USA. Start living the RV dream today.
All right, everybody, that's it. Another 2 hours. Kind of exciting there the last 5 minutes, wasn't it? Thank you all so much for allowing us into your lives and being a part of our lives. We do appreciate it. We hope you will join us next week. Subscribe to our newsletter. Again, we don't sell your info, don't provide it to anybody, and we are most grateful for your support. Join us next week. Tell your friends about us. We'll see you in a minute on Facebook. Bye-bye, everybody.